William Stewart here of USA Darts, here with ADO Vice President and Tournament Director for the Las Vegas Open, Matt Stoner. Matt, how you doing, sir?
I'm hanging in there, sir. Trying to stay as warm as possible.
I'm telling you, that little Midwest flare up of this storms coming through is pretty brutal. Definitely bundled up in my house, staying warm myself. But happy to have you here. We're here to promote the Las Vegas Open as well as the ADO National Championships right around the corner, January 19th through the 22nd. Looking forward to being there. Presenting you the coverage if you're not going to be there, but we hope that you will be. Fantastic little venue at the little is an understatement. Tuscany Suites and Casino. Huge rooms, low cost for those rooms. Just right off the strip in a centralized location. Pretty handy. How long have you guys had this at the Tuscany Suites?
Oh, I think we're pushing probably close to 20 at this point, 20 years. I know the entire time I've been on the board, and even before that when I was a player, and that's 15 years I can remember, and I know it's been there longer than that. So
It's definitely a
it's been
massive
there for just a little while.
Massive dart hall that they have there. I mean, definitely a ton of room to spread out. I mean, you got a ton of tables, and as well as the boards really spread out to allow players to really have a nice little area to play and not have to worry about being side by side to players. So, talking about the ADO National Championship. You guys have recently done a little change with the prices on the qualifiers to enter that national championship. It's went from $110 to $60. Why did you guys do that, and why is that significant for the ADO National Championship?
So we heard from the players that one of the downsides to playing in the national qualifiers was the 110 price point. Going and paying 110 to enter into a national qualifier was a little steep for most players. After talking to a lot of players around the country and kind of just doing research, seemed like $60 was that kind of magic price point that a player is willing to pull out of their own pocket to play for an opportunity to qualify for one of our four different nationals that we offer within the program. Obviously, the national championships in Vegas are the allure. There is Vegas, along with the allure of calling yourself a national champion when it comes to the sport of steel tip.
Well, I think it also makes it affordable for players that are not in an association to get involved as well. Sometimes your associations help out with the price costs to get into those national qualifiers. But if you're not in an association, you can also participate and possibly win an opportunity to go to Vegas and have some money thrown your way from the ADO to do so, which is definitely a significant value when it's not all your cost, but you can win a cost to go there. Is that right?
Yeah, so if you're an INDV member or an individual member, you like you said, you don't have the support of an association, maybe covering half of the cost for a national qualifier. So you're on the hook of that for yourself. So $60 is definitely a lot more doable for those individual members out there. And what you get if you qualify through the national qualifier program is we give you your flight and your entry fee to the national. If you just want to enter the national on your own, you don't want to have us cover your flight or anything like that, it's $200. So you think of a flight to Vegas, cheap sides maybe 250, 300, then you're paying for that entry fee into each national, which is $200. So you're looking at close to $700 out of pocket before you ever throw a dart. And then once you throw a dart, you've got to hope that you make it out of your bracket, out of your round robin group into the knockout bracket. And at that point, you start making money.
Well, there's
So
definitely
it,
money.
it can offset that cost.
Yeah, well, there's definitely some money to be had if you're in that national championship, some big prize pool in that bad boy. But yeah, you have to make it through those round robins and into the knockouts to do so. But so we've already kind of heard what it can do, what the ADO can do for you here at a local level. What about on like an international level? What has the ADO done for players on that standpoint? I know I saw a lot of players at the WDF World Masters, which was nice.
Yeah, so one of the things that's really unique about participating and being a member of the ADO, the American Dart Organization, is we are the recognized governing body for steel tip darts in the United States by the World Dart Federation, who now hosts the amateur grassroots majors. So that would be the Lakeside World Championship, the WDF Windmill Masters. Those are the two big ones, most prestigious, that have been known for a long time. And there's different qualifying opportunities that go with that by being a member. If you place certain positions within the different WDF ranked events, silver events like the Las Vegas Open, if you're first or second place, you get an automatic bid to the Masters. All that is an invite. You still have to get yourself to the Netherlands to participate in that event, but you have that opportunity. We also offer things through the ADO by doing our Masters Qualifier, which will be held in Charlotte 2023. If you make one of those positions, we do pay for your flight and half your hotel room, and we guarantee that you have a spot in the Masters. There's also spots on our regional table, which a lot of people don't realize that we have that. The United States has its own table, so it has its own group of people that will be invited. After they go through all the other criteria, they find 8 other people that don't have invites already, and they give them a spot off of that table. So we can send a lot of players. This year, the U.S. was second most number of players at the Masters after the Netherlands. Obviously, if it's held there, they're going to go and play in it. So that's kind of cool for us that we were able to invite that many players, and that many players took that opportunity to go, especially on such short notice.
It was nice to see the support system there, and to say that we have the second most compared to like even England and other countries like that really speaks volumes. Moving on to the Las Vegas Open itself, it is a silver event. Some people may not understand what that means. Can you kind of let us know what that means, being in a silver event, and why that is important?
Yeah, so the WDF has technically 4 different graded events. They have a bronze graded, which is kind of your entry level, just basic tournament. The combined prize pool for the women and the men can't exceed $4,500. It's just kind of that entry level, more of the smaller, what we would consider a regional tournament here in the U.S. Silver, we start to get into the bigger events. The Las Vegas Open being the largest one in the United States this year. It has a minimum prize fund of $5,000 for the men and the women combined, and a maximum of $8,500. So we're right under that for the Las Vegas Open. Hopefully someday we can get into the gold event. The gold event it's very unique because there's only 12 of them that are available in the world. The winner of the gold event, both men, and the nice thing about the graded events is they're the same for the men and the women. At least in the U.S., that's how we do it. The WDF rules have changed. You can do different gradings going forward for men and women, but the U.S. is just going to stick with single grading systems. But if you win the gold event, you're automatically in the Lakeside World Championship for that upcoming year. So that'll be nice for, that's one of those opportunities that you don't see quite a bit. They call it a gold. It's a golden ticket. But if you're one of the top 4 in the gold events, you also get that automatic invite to the Masters for that year. And then platinum events, those are going to be your World Championship, your Dutch Open, the Australian Open, the Windmill Masters. Those are all their platinum events. So huge prize funds, along with big player turnouts. So that's why the Dutch Open has it. They do have a very large prize fund with that, but they also have more players than anywhere else in the world for an event.
Well, you mentioned prize fund. I wanted to mention $1,400 up for the first prize pool in 501 at for men's singles, $700 for the women's singles. And how about this? I wanted to mention this one because you don't find this often. $1,200 in the blind draw, $600 apiece if you win first instead of random draw. That's pretty cool to say on a Friday, a little blind draw. Temptations are Vegas, but then there's also temptations to win a nice $600 for yourself in that blind draw. So, any last statements you want to say about the Las Vegas Open coming up here right around the corner, January 19th through the 22nd, Matt?
We do a really good job with the Las Vegas Open of balancing between fun and understanding it is Vegas, but also trying to make it a competitive um, grassroots environment for darts. If it's something you've always thought about, we still have plenty of rooms available. I know for a fact you can get cheap flights pretty much anywhere from the in the country direct to Las Vegas. So if it's something you're on the fence about, ask for it for Christmas and get on out to Vegas and we'll see you there. It's a long, fun week though.
Long fun is the two big words there. Definitely, definitely so. We look forward to seeing you there. Hopefully, you can make the trip. Join us at the Tuscany Suites and Casino for the Las Vegas Open 2023 here, January 19th through the 22nd. Look forward to having you there. For those not participating, you can watch the coverage live on USA Darts, both Facebook and YouTube pages. Matt, thanks for joining us for a little promo of the Las Vegas Open.
Appreciate it, Will. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you, buddy.
You as well.